Hello everybody, today I'm gonna explain misconditional sentence and wish, would rather, and if only. So don't forget to take notes. Well, first I'm gonna explain misconditionals. When we use misconditionals, when to talk about unreal situations when the if clause and the may clause don't refer to the same time. There are two kinds of the mixed conditional. First is the mixed conditional between second and third conditional. When we will use when to talk about an imagined situation in the present or future hypothetical past result or consequence. Let's see the form. If plus simple past plus will have plus past participle. The example is, if the police worked, the government wouldn't have need extra food. The second kind is the mix between third and second conditionals. When we use when to talk about an imagined situation or action in the past with the imagined consequence in the present or future. Let's see the form. The form is if plus past perfect plus would, could, or might plus base form. Example: if the water had not been stored, there would be a harvest this year. Now I'm gonna explain about wish, would rather, and if only. When we will use wish and if only, when to talk about our regrets and describe an imaginary situation, which is the opposite of the real situation. There are three kinds of wish. First is to express a wish about a present situation. The form is wish or if only plus simple past. The example is, I wish I knew the answer, or if only I knew more about the plan, but I don't. So, it's something that happened but is not real. The second kind is to express a wish about past situation. Form is wish or if only plus past perfect. Example: I wish I bought a smaller car, if only he had signed the contract, but I didn't. The third kind is to express a wish for someone to do something differently in the present or future. The form is wish or if only plus noun or pronoun plus would plus base form. The example is, I wish you would be more environmentally friendly. So now, when we will use would rather, is when we talk about preference or to prefer someone else to do something. Let's see the examples. First, there are two kinds of when to talk about preference. First, would rather plus base form. I would rather use my car. That's the example. But when you compare two alternatives, you can use them. So the form is would rather plus them plus alternative. The example is, I'd rather use my car less than spend more on gas. The second kind is to state what we would prefer someone else to do. The form is would rather plus object plus simple past. An example: I would rather use energy saving light bulbs. The company would rather you propose a more energetic efficient solution. That's the second example. But take note. When we use a verb to be, we use was in every speech. But when we use where in informal speech and writing we use were. Example, informal, I wish I was on vacation. Formal, I wish I were on vacation. Let's practice. Complete the sentence using the correct conditional form of the verbs. To practice and let's see in the class.